Hi everybody, my name is Mike. Hi everybody, my name is Mike. This is my YouTube page, Mox News. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're finding something of value here. I truly do. Okay, so last night's video was a big success with everyone. Like 30 people immediately unsubscribed from my YouTube page. Good riddance. And then there was all these wonderful negative comments from so many loving people who I've been giving to for years and years, who are so happy to take and use their free speech on a platform where I would never censor them, and zero appreciation of any of that, apparently. So, so to summarize the comments from last night, oh, you don't even do anything. You just copy other people's work and upload it. And why can't you be more like Jake from Young Turks? If you were like Jake from Young Turks, you'd probably get more donations. Alright, so let me tell you something about Cenk from Young Turks. Number one, you know, Cenk from Young Turks has used my post in his work at least 50 times. Okay? Cenk from Young Turks makes massive amounts of money on YouTube. Cenk from Young Turks has a crew of people that he pays good money to be able to have bits of video that he needs to get when he needs to get it. And Cenk from Young Turks has used my work, my post, in his work over and over and over again. Okay? And when Cenk from Young Turks went to MSNBC to work for them, he used my work on his television show at least 3 times, okay? And well over 50 times on his YouTube page. So, yes, why can't I be more like Cenk from Young Turks? Well, let me explain it a little more in depth. When I lost my first YouTube page, C-SPAN Junkie, Cenk, the Young Turks guys, lost their YouTube page like 2 weeks earlier, right? And then they got their YouTube page back like just before my YouTube page, C-SPAN Junkie, was taken down. And my page was taken down. I immediately wrote to Cenk and I said, hey, I know that you're very familiar with my work, and I saw that your page was taken down, but you got it back up, and my page was just taken down, and can you please tell me, what it is I need to do in order to, or how you got your page back? Can you please walk me through that so I can figure out if I can do that too? And he didn't respond. And I was like, okay. And I wrote them again. And I said, hey, Young Turks guys, my name's Mike, and I have the YouTube page, C-SPAN Junkie, and the page was just taken down. I know your page was taken down, just recently, and you got it back up, and that's great work. Congratulations. And I'm just wondering if you could kind of tell me what it is you needed to do in order to make it happen to get your YouTube page back. And they didn't write me back. And I wrote them a third time about a week later, and they didn't write me back. And then I moved on to being Mox News. And then, again, they used my work and used my work. And even when Cenk was on MSNBC, and he had a staff of like 20 people who were there specifically to have video clips that he needed when he needed them, he used my work instead. And you know why? Because that's how fucking good a journalist I am. I've been on the front page of YouTube over a dozen times. Okay? I was hired by 2 of Time Magazine's, quote, 10 most important news blogs on the internet. while they were named that. I was hired by them to help them with, one of them was starting a new video project, and the other one just was, that's what they do. They do video, and they want to know if I wanted to help out. And I was scouted by the Huffington Post, who I told them to fuck off. And after I told them to fuck off in the most rude way you can imagine, they used my post hundreds and hundreds of times on the front of the Huffington Post. You know why? Because they're my good buddy? No, I told them to fuck off. They used it because they had to, because I'm the guy that covered it. Because I was the guy who made it available to you and the rest of the world before everybody else. Because that's how good I am. Yeah, you don't do anything. I've been on the front page of YouTube more than a dozen times. Why can't you be more like young Jake from Young Turks? Jake from Young Turks has used my work so many times, it's unbelievable. And he knows, just like all of you, that Mox News survives solely on tips and has never, ever once given back to Mox News. Never once. So yeah, why can't you be more like Jake from Young Turks? Yeah, don't be a jank. Don't be a jank. Young Turks. Don't be a jank. Okay, Jank's a fucking jerk. And you can see it on his face. He always looks like he's smelling the stinkiest farts of all time. Doesn't he? Don't be a jank from Young Turks. This is all I'm saying. Please give back to Mox News. Please recognize that I do something. Because I don't know how many other people have been on the front page of YouTube over a dozen times. I don't think Jank has. Maybe. But that's what I do. And it's not just on Jank's show on MSNBC that my work has been seen. Rachel Maddow mentioned me on her program. RT has used my videos on their programs. Iranian state television used a clip of mine on their state-run news, which was, the title of that video was, "The Douchebag Doesn't Fall Far from the Tree." And this is who I've been. That's the loose cannon that I've been fighting for you, your awareness, your freedom. And being that loose cannon, getting that kind of attention. Doing it with humor. Every second of the way doing it on a shoestring budget. Nothing. Begging for help. Not getting it. From people that are making so much money. The Young Turks make so much money. Never once have they ever given back. Never once. Don't be a jank from Young Turks, okay? Recognize. Give back. It's easy. There's a clickable link in the text body of this video. It's easy to give back. You can go to Mox News. It will take you less than 2 minutes. There's PayPal, there's the Patron, and there's my Bitcoin wallet, and there's, in the text body of the video, there's also my Amazon wish list. So you don't want to give me cash, buy me a hard drive. Figure out what else you can do. Go subscribe at Mox Farms. Come on. How much more do you want from me in order for me to be worthy for you to give something back? Jank. Ariana. Please, don't be a jank. Ariana Huffington just got a check for $300 million for her stinking Huffington Post. She published my videos on her front page hundreds of times. Never gave anything. Never once. Don't be like that. Recognize. Give something back. Please. Thank you. I'm done with that. Go subscribe at Mox Farms. We're doing cool, wacky tobacco racers. Mox News Quest for the perfect strain over at Mox Farms. Thanks very much for tuning in. This is my YouTube page, Mox News. Stay cool. One of these days, this war is going to end. I really want to be there when the war ends. I want to be there so that we can all look at each other and say, the war ended. You said it was going to, and it did. Wouldn't that be cool? If we could all be there together when that happened. I want to do the 2020 election for you people in the style that only I can do. Please recognize and give something back in order to make sure that we're able to do that. Okay? Thank you again. My name is Mike. My YouTube page, Mox News.